guys, welcome back to my channel and another video. You might have noticed this video went live a little bit earlier. I usually post on Saturday. However, the collection I'm going to be talking about in this video is live right now for pre-order on the Mythos Lacquer website. And that is, of course, the Mythos Lacquer 5-piece Azeroth collection. And I wanted to post this right when that went live so that I could give you guys enough time to see the collection and make your decisions and place the pre-order if you want. So this is a 5-piece World of Warcraft inspired collection, and Mythos Lacquer did send this to me along with some other goodies that we will be talking about in this video as well. So I just want to say a huge thank you to Mythos Lacquer. I feel like I manifested this for myself because I had posted a swatch on Instagram of some older Mythos Lacquer, and I was like, man, really craving a drop from Mythos Lacquer. And they were like, check your mailbox. And I was like, oh. And the next day, what should arrive but these? So I was like, oh, okay. Same wavelength. All right. But yeah, this, like I said, is a World of Warcraft themed collection. You don't have to love WoW or even have played WoW to enjoy these polishes, though. They are flaky bombs. If you're into that, like I am, I think you will really enjoy this. The polishes themselves are $13 each, or if you want all 5, you can get them for $60, which I think, if I did my math right, is like $5 off. They also have some like extra top and base coat stuff. So they had already released this. This is the Tranquilizer, and this is a glitter smoothing top coat. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm a sucker for a glitter smoothing top coat. I can't get enough of them. They are really, really nice when you have chunky glitters. And then I also have, these are the new top and base coats, and they are called As Above, So Below, which I love that pairing together. And as you can see, So Below, this is the base coat. Wow, there are a lot of mixing balls in there. This is for like a nail line blur, and you will see me using both of these in this video. For my full hand swatches, I will have this, the nail blur under 2 of the nails so that you can see like a comparison of like with nail blur, without nail blur. And then I have used the As Above top coat on all my swatches, just so you can kind of see how everything plays together from this brand. And these 3 top/base coats, they're all $6.50 a piece on the website. Another thing I want to mention about the top coat is I did read that it is 10 free, and that includes tooling. So if you don't like tooling in your top coats, this is a quick dry top coat that is tooling free. And you know, it's getting a lot better out there for people who don't like tooling in their top coats, but it is still hard, I think, to find a good quick dry top coat that is tooling free. So this one is out there too if you want to give it a try. And last but not least of their new launches, they have a new scent for their cuticle oil. This one is called Elune's Tear, and I got the 15 milliliter bottle, which this size bottle goes for $4.50, or you can get it in an ounce, and that is $7. So this, it smells so good. The applicator is very pointed, so it makes application a lot easier, I will say. The scent notes are white sage, lily, and aloe. I find that it is floral yet clean. When, like, for me, the smell, I have some on my thumb. I really don't like overly sweet scents because they make me kind of nauseous. They kind of give me a headache, but light florals and cleaner scents I love. And so this is a great addition to my ever-growing cuticle oil pile behind me. So with all that said, let me show you my live swatches, my full hand swatches, which again, using the top and base that they sent me, and I will note which nails are not using the visible nail line blurring base so you guys can see. And then we will get into all my thoughts and feelings and favorites and all that at the end. Up first is Malfurion. This is kind of a yellowish gold jelly base with green and gold and red flakes running through it, very metallic. This is 2 coats of the polish, and you can see some visible nail line. However, in my full hand swatch, as for all of the full hand swatches, you'll see the ring finger and the pinky finger are using the So Below blurring base, and it really does make a difference. This is Gul'dan. This is the green. It's kind of got Christmas vibes with those huge red metallic flakes running through it. I would say this is the most jelly of all of these polishes. So if you really don't like the visible nail line look, this is the one I recommend the most using a blurring base. However, I do like it either way. I think it does look pretty cool without the blurring base or with the blurring base. So you can see it either way here. This is Sylvanas. This is the purple and Lady Sylvanas, one of my favorite WoW characters. This one, again, has those red flakes running through it as well as some purple flakes. The first coat on this does look jellyish, but I feel like that's pretty deceptive because it does build up really well. And this one, I swatched them all 2 fingers over no base, 2 fingers over the blurring base. This one you can see a slight difference, I think. It's a little bit darker, but you don't really need that blurring base for this one. This is Tyrande, and this is the blue. This one has green flakes along with some blue metallic flakes in it. This one and the black are the darkest of the two. Neither of these I feel really need the blurring base. However, I swatched them with it just for consistency's sake. This one reminds me of kind of like an ocean. It's got really pretty colors playing together. Here's the full hand swatch. It's giving like earth vibes, you know what I mean? And then last but not least, we have Deathwing. This is a really solid black with these kind of orangey and red metallic flakes, very like flame reminiscent of a fire. And this one, definitely very full coverage on that second coat, builds up really well for a black jelly especially. So you definitely don't need the blurring base for this one. However, just, you know, it's there. You can't tell a difference, but it is under those 2 fingers. So what did you guys think of this collection? Just like any other Mythos collection, they send you a little envelope with that cute little wax seal. I'm obsessed with wax seals. I don't know why. They're just so fun. And they give you some cards explaining the lore behind each polish inspiration. I collect these cards for some reason. I need them all. I don't know. I like them. And it's just like a fun little add-on addition to the set. Now, I was really excited when I realized this was a World of Warcraft themed collection because I got into WoW when I was in 9th grade, played it all through high school with my dad. I got my dad into it. And so I'd come home from school, he'd come home from work, we'd play WoW together. Every weekend we'd play WoW together. It was a really fun thing to do with my dad. My dad was better at it than me. Like, he quickly surpassed me in levels, capped all his characters. He's just really good at everything he does. It's annoying, but it's pretty cool. So it was just like a nice little reminder that I haven't played since like early college, just time, money, all that, you know, but it is a great, also I only want to play with my dad. I really only want to play WoW with my dad. I have friends who are like, play WoW with us, and I'm like, sorry, you're not my dad. I don't want to play with you. I'm like, I don't know. It was such a good memory, you know? So I was hype, and then they were all flaky bombs, and flakies are one of my favorite finishes. So again, very excited. And again, like, even if you don't like World of Warcraft, I think these are still fun. So I think I said this at the beginning, but the pre-order window does end at the end of April. So if you are interested in these, make sure you get your orders in, and they are $13 a piece, or you can get a discount if you buy the whole collection together. As far as my favorites go, I'm looking at my little swatch wheel. I absolutely love the green, which, who's surprised? This is Gul'dan, and in the bottle, it definitely looks darker. So don't go based off of the bottle, go based off of the swatches, and don't just look at my swatches. If you go to the Mythos Lacquer page on their Instagram or even on their website, they're usually pretty good about putting a ton of swatches over there too. But you can see it on all sorts of nail lengths and shapes and skin tones. Like, they're really good about having a lot of swatch picks. So you can see this is more of a kind of jellied base than the other ones. I think they're all a jelly base, but like this one is the most like apparently jelly to me. So it's more of a slimy green than it is like a forest green, which is what it looks like in the bottle. And it is probably this one and the yellow, which is Malfurion. These are the two that I would say most need a visible nail line blur if you don't like that look. They are filled with flakies, so it is pretty distracting from the nail line, but the green for sure, if you don't like visible nail line, definitely get a blurring base coat and you're good. If you have shorter nails, it's really not something you even need to worry about. I feel like with short nails, even if a polish is semi-transparent, it's almost negligible. And although the green is probably my favorite, like I said, Sylvanas is a close second because you know me in purples, but also Lady Sylvanas was like one of my favorites. I pretty much exclusively played Undead. So my dad was a big Tauren player, so you know, be like this giant minotaur running around with a corpse is really how we played the game. I like that it's a 5-piece collection because I feel like even though it's like maybe it would look all over the place, I feel like it would make for a fun Skittle Mani. Maybe that's just me, but I think it would be a really fun Skittle. I might do that, but I always say I might do that and then I never do it, so who am I? No issues with any of the polishes. Like I said, at most you might need a blurring base under a couple of these, depending on your nail length and your wearing preferences. Just another super fun collection from Mythos. This I did not actually expect, so when I got it, I was like reading the names and I was like, these sound like WoW names, but is it WoW? And then I realized, like I saw the cards and I was like, these are WoW. These are World of Warcraft. Because previous collections were based off of more like folklore and things like that. And like they did Cthulhu, which I guess Cthulhu is media just like World of Warcraft is, but I didn't expect to see like a modern media type item from this brand. So I really like that for them because I feel like that expands what they can do even more. I feel like when you theme your brand around one thing, it can either be really fun or it can be a death sentence for your future growth, because once you exhaust, you know, like that topic, it can become really difficult. But so far, Mythos has really spread around like a really diverse set of folklore and media, like old and new. So I'm excited. I say this every time, but I'm excited to see what they do next because each collection catches me off guard, catches me by surprise, because I'm like, what folklore are they going to do next? And I try to kind of guess, and then I'm like way off base because I did not expect a World of Warcraft collection in the year 2024, and yet here we are, and it's just bringing all the nostalgia up. And again, just one more shout out to the nail oil because the applicator is really nice. Like the top is, I feel like it's childproof, right? But it being childproof, it's also a little bit Hillary proof. So you have to like squeeze the top almost like a medicine bottle while you twist it open. But I always forget. Oh, I dropped the lid. And then I just sit there and like, I'm like spinning it and spinning it and spinning it. I'm like, why won't it open? But again, like that applicator is so dainty and so perfect. And it makes it so easy to just kind of drop the perfect amount and put it on, and oh, it smells so nice. It's like, well, it's like flowers. So yeah, definitely recommend if you need some cuticle oil, check out the Mythos Lacquer one and their tops and their base coats. As above, so below, like you saw through all the swatches, they worked phenomenally. And I mean, if you haven't tried a glitter smoothing top coat, now's your chance because these are $6.50 a bottle. That's such a good price, especially for like indie polishes. So give these a shot as well. But yeah, that is going to be it from me. Like I said, the link is down below. Let me know down below if you're going to pick any of these up. And also let me know if you've ever been a World of Warcraft player and what was your faction and player race of choice. Like I said, I pretty much always played Undead. I always played Horde if I wasn't playing Undead. So those were my two big things. And usually Hunter or Warrior class. I never really got into like the magic classes because if I'm not running in the middle of a mob, then I just feel like I'm not doing anything. My dad, ever since I was a kid, my dad would get mad at me when we played video games. He'd be like, Hillary, stop running in the middle of the fight. And I'm like, I can't. I have to beat everybody up. So he'd have to save me every single time. Oh, man. So anyways, that's going to be it from me. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.